Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from the Wireless Estimator. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys could check it out. So AT&T is going to do business a little different with the tower climbing companies, which is still very important. The tower climbers essentially are the ones that climb the sites and exchange equipment, modernize sites, add 5G, add next generation technologies. That's the tower climbers' jobs, right? They're very, very important in the industry. So Nate and AT&T reach a landmark deal, what it means for the tower contracting industry, which is, as I mentioned, still very important. So they're going to be transitioning away from the turf model upon expiration of existing agreements to a single tier subcontractor stacking scheme by June 2026, eliminating the Mercury hierarchy of super GC turf vendors and multiple nested subcontractors. I'm sure a lot of you really don't know what that means, but it's a change for the better. Adopting 30-day payment terms after project completion, which I think is neat. Offering site-specific compensation and regional RFPs rather than one-size-fits-all. Matrix pricing, that's a good one. This is a big one right here. Enforcing safety standards. At least 50% of tower workers on AT&T jobs must hold valid NWSA certification. I've heard about this more than I care to admit. Speaking with tower climbers, like, hey, we just hired these guys. They like climbing, but they don't really have the certifications needed, but we're going to hire them anyway. And there's more of that in the field than is known today. Restricting use of 1099/independent contractor labor, requiring I-9 verification, and limiting work to compliant vendors. A reimbursing third-party platform. Establishing a joint working group, Nate plus AT&T, to monitor implementation and explore further enhancements covering safety, pricing, maintenance, and operational efficiency. So this is good. What I'll say is I wish AT&T, and I know they do it in some cases, but AT&T really needs to check their sites after these upgrades. That really needs to become mandatory. They need to check the sites. They need to make sure that the teams that are working on the sites, the tower climbers, do a good job, that everything's done right site visits. They need to do those more frequently. I've seen a lot of AT&T sites that have been in question. Same goes for T-Mobile. Verizon, not so much. I've seen a few, but not nearly as much as what I see with AT&T and T-Mobile. So AT&T needs to do a better job at that, especially being the network for first responders. You should take pride in that and do site visits more frequently, especially 30 days after. Now that you're going to pay 30 days after a site completion or upgrade has been done, within that 30 days, you need to make it a point to do a site visit. If it's a drone, whatever, as long as you're able to visually view the site, I think that's a big plus as well, as we see these changes coming in with these tower climber companies. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. Again, just want to let you guys know that changes are coming, and for the most part, it's definitely for the better. So let me know your thoughts. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.